Well, good afternoon and welcome to BBRC Britain in English, and today I'm out and about at the Museum of British Water and Steam in West London. As you can see, all hands to the pump behind me here, and some very interesting exhibits there, and also pumps working as I speak as well there. Well worth a visit. One of the major museums in West London, showing how water was fed to Londoners and how it was pumped in, and also over the years sorting any sewage problems from about 130 years ago. The toilet and Thomas Crapper and everybody else, the people who are involved in the essential works of serving London water. So I hope you enjoy this, and this is one of a lot of events I hope to do. Certainly this is one that I'm showing you today, the first being now in spring here, the first I've had a chance to do. The weather's nice today, so hopefully it'll stay like this through the spring and summer. And well, there we are. This is West London near Brentford. There we are. It's an interesting museum. Do come and have a look if you're in London sometime. A lot of history here, including of the Brentford Football Club here, which is actually behind me. Well, if you're interested in British industrial history, well, I've come along on an old route master bus, which you may well see. I've come to the Kempton Steam Museum, which showcases more steam engines and water-powered engines here. And I will say it's what we're very good at, the history here of Britain, part of the history of Britain here, and certainly you can see all working when they spend all the time, the effort, volunteers come in. There's also they need donations to keep these things going, especially with the pandemic. It is important to keep these things going because they've had a tough time, but certainly these museums are very important and to keep the history alive. So if you can, come to look at some of the museums. This shows off some of the Britain's industry here, and certainly, well, there's a number of these weekends taking place, and it's to make money for the restoration of machines and everything else, and to do some refurbishments and everything else, and to keep things going. So you might well enjoy seeing a bit of a British industry. There we are. Some more behind me here, but this is Kempton Steam Museum here. It's in West London. They are showing all the machines, running some of them as well, and also they've got a train running outside, so they are running some of the steam engines here. Actually, just in front of me, there's a few down in the dip there as well. Well, the machine working behind me is still pumping water around at the moment, but not drinking water, I should say. I think he said Finsbury Park and Cricklewood right in there. It's in use, built in 1928. Massive machine, there we are. Served North London mainly, he says. See it working behind me here. There we are. Hear the indication of the noise it made as well here. This is Kempton Steam Museum in West London. You will need probably the 148 and the 237 to come out here. Certainly the 237 from Shepherd's Bush. All hands to the pump here. Massive beast of engineering here in London. Also a train running outside. All the volunteers here to answer questions as well. And today, special day, Route Master Bus brings you over. You can also visit the London Steam and Water Museum as well, which is at Kew or near Kew. Both open today. Well, hello and welcome to BBRC Britain and English, and here we are today at Brooklands, and we've got the London Bus Museum here. Also, there used to be a racing circuit here, and we want to look at that up. Used to make some planes here, racing cars and everything else over the years. So the old buses here, Route Masters and various others of yesteryear. Some of the old British nostalgia still going strong here. Do visit if you get the chance. It's not far from Weybridge, so the old buses here. Weybridge in Surrey, but you can't get it from London. There we are. Of course, it's got a big museum around here as well, and other artefacts and old cars used to race here. Buses old and a few newer ones here, as you can see behind me here. Ford Cortina radio car from 1966, there we are. AC Regent 2 there. Well, buses out of course today. They're all outside. Come from various places. Part of a special bus stay here. Okay. Hersham Green. Well, here we are at Trafalgar Square in London. Mountains here, a lot of families around. It being the Easter holidays, Holy Week this week. Certainly, well, sights around here central to walking around London if you want to, or catching the London bus services to Oxford Street, Buckingham Palace. But of course, you can walk there. We're not far from the Strand here, and not far from Covent Garden. So if you're coming to London, you've got Nelson's column there as well, and behind me we have the National Gallery here. See the couches as well here. The focal point here, people like to have a good look around. Central London. Oh, this is St Martin's in the Field Church here. Or what is it? Near Trafalgar Square in London. Well, hello and welcome to BBRC Britain and English. Well, today we're in London and we're at St Catherine's Dock here. See the background here? We're not far from Tower Bridge as well. Tower of London. Folks moored up here. St Catherine's Dock. Well, this is BBRC Britain and English. Quick update here. The opposite side of East Basin here at St Catherine's Docks. Lovely luxury flats there. Well, you can have a guess how much they're going to cost. It's going to be quite a lot of money for flats there. This is St Catherine's Dock in London, close to the Tower of London. But behind me we have Tower Bridge here. Tower Bridge here in London on the Thames. Looking around here, pleasure cruisers here as well coming in. Certainly other places of interest. Certainly not far from the Tower of London, but certainly you can get a pleasure cruiser up the Thames. Just one's just come in behind me here.